What's good, motherfucker? I got like the best fucking story ever about the time that we like jumped the fence at school at lunch and almost got caught smoking weed by the fucking head teacher. It was some crazy shit. Right, let me put the camera down quickly. Hold on. Right, so this happened literally a year ago. Yeah, like a year ago or some shit like that, right? And I figured out because like this wasn't like a normal school session. Like over the first lockdown, like quarantine period, they let like some of us into school for like fucking revision sessions and shit. But you were like there every day, normal hours. It just wasn't like the same. You wouldn't have to like sit in a classroom for the whole day and just, you get like two fucking breaks and that's it. Like you could literally, like, I got away with like leaving, going to the bathroom, railing like 4 lines of Ritalin off my credit card, and I just go back and geeked as fuck. And another time, my mate bought in some gin, and we were literally just drinking gin out of fucking apple juice cartons because we cut the top off, put gin in that shit, and we were just walking around school drinking it. Like that's how much of a different environment it fucking was. And for me, that wasn't really much different to normal school, to be honest with you. But fuck it. It was lit either way, lockdown, no lockdown, we're fucking doing it. So, I called up one of my friends from the town, like, next to the school. He probably lived, like, 20 minutes away, but this motherfucker is slow as hell. So, like, a 10-minute walk for me is like a fucking 30-minute walk for him. So fucking slow. But I messaged him, like, 30 minutes before our lunch period. I was like, yo, you should, like, come up to the school, and then we'll just, like, we'll dip and we'll smoke or some shit like that. Because that seemed like a plan, to be honest with you. I was like, this is so extreme that, like, no one's even gonna think that I did it. Like, if teachers suspect me of it, they were like, nah, he didn't do that. Like, he's not that stupid. I'm not, but I still do shit like this. Like, I'm not stupid by any fucking means. I just don't think shit through. I just go for it. So my homie, he gets there at lunch. He pulls up on his bike, right? And I crawl under this gap in the fence, and literally, he's like, yo, take my bike, go to the smoke spot. And the smoke spot was this little, like, tank crossing, like, 30 seconds down from the school, but it was off school property completely. So what I did this fucking mission thing, right? I walked through this, like, tree line into this field, and walked down the field a little bit, jumped over the fence next to the main road, and then we just started walking down there. And my homie just walked around the normal way because he wasn't attending school there at the time, so he didn't care if he got seen by someone. Me, I was meant to be there, so I was like, I get in so much shit if I get seen, like, leaving. So I go down, he lets me ride his bike, I hop on his fucking bike, we ride down to this little, like, smoke spot we had. It was like a fucking, it was like imagine like a military pillbox, like those little brick fucking buildings, and they're just kind of there. There's nothing in them. They're not big by any fucking means, but they're just there. We were in one of those, right? And we were like smoking out of a bowl. So we get done smoking, Mission Impossible, back up to the school. I managed to break back into the school, and all my other homies who stayed at school were there waiting for me, and they were on this little bench next to the fence. Everything was cool. I just kind of crawled up to that, sat down next to them, acted like I was there the whole time when somebody came up to speak to us, right? Now, the next day, or the day after this, we did, like, something similar, but I was with somebody else, like, I went with somebody else from in school, right? Usually I do it just by myself, but I went with somebody else from in school this time, because I was just like, fuck it, bro, like, it's way better if you bring a homie with you to commit a fucking crime on school property, like, let's be honest. So, this is the mistake that he made, and I'll get to why it was a mistake, as I progress with the story, but I crawled under the gap because I was skinny enough to fit under it. Like, I'm not a skinny motherfucker, like, anorexic skinny or anything, no offense, but I'm not, like, I'm by no means fat, right? I've got a really good metabolism, I'm, like, I'm active, all this shit. So I could just crawl under. My homie tried crawling under, but he got stuck, bro. Like, he got stuck. I had to, like, try and pull him through. And he was like, nah, just fuck this, I'm just gonna climb over it, right? So he climbs over, we walk into this little bush thing next to the car park, and we're rolling up joints. So the joints are in rotation, there's 4 of us, me and my homie from school, and my homie from outside of school, and he brought one of his friends too, so there were 4 of us in total. And we had the joint, one at a time on rotation. We should have just sparked them both at the same time. Speed up the process, but fuck it, we were just trying to enjoy ourselves. Like, just kick back, relax, like, smoke slowly, just get the fuck through it. So we get done smoking, and I'm rolling up a fucking cigarette, right? Because I'm like, I'll probably smoke this, then go back in, you know, to ease myself out. Back when I used to smoke cigs like that, don't fucking smoke cigarettes. But we turn to the left, and we see the fucking head teacher, like a dean of students type of person, and a fucking PE teacher. Like, what the fuck was a PE teacher doing there? Like, was he gonna throw fucking dodgeballs at us if we tried to, like, run away? And my homie literally turned to me, the homie I came with from school, was like, yo, we should just run into this field and leave. I was like, nah, that's not a good idea. I can talk our way out of this. And they come over, they see us, they're like, what are you two, like, doing outside of fucking school? And then they look at the other two people, and I don't know if it fucking still smells like weed or not. I'm not panicking, but I'm, like, kind of conscious of it. And they're like, you two need to go, or we're gonna call the fucking police, you know, next time we see you here, we're gonna get you arrested, all this shit. And they literally just said to us, go back inside. I was expecting to go back in, they were gonna come speak to us, like fucking send us home or just do something. They did fucking nothing, right? They did nothing. Now, something happened like the next day or the week after, but, like, those are different stories, way more exciting. I've got a lot of shit coming. I'm gonna do vlogs and shit as well. Like, just request me to do some shit, like I'll fucking shotgun a beer in the middle of a shop, or I'll rob Danny Turver. See you later.